diet, because this movement has kind of gained a lot of attention, it has now become kind of a buzzword. We need to be much more serious about how we identify. And people who are like bloggers and influencers who say they're body positive are really practicing what they preach. So here are a couple things that are not body positive that I see people doing all of the time. Number one, propagating diet culture in any way, shape, or form. Diet culture is inherently not body positive. I'm not saying that you personally should not go on a diet or lose weight or do whatever the fuck you want with your body. Absolutely, do whatever you want with your body. But do not look me in the eye, tell me you are on Weight Watchers, and then in the next breath say you are body positive.
Thin privilege. Now, it's not a mythical creature or something made up. If you're thin, you have a certain privilege, or if you're perceived to be thin and healthy in the eyes of society, you have that privilege. So everyday tasks that a thinner person can take for granted. I can leave a plus size person like myself feel full of anxiety, burden and upset and feeling as though they don't belong and don't deserve a place in the earth. So, public transport, what a nightmare for plus size people. Just think, can you sit in a seat and not be met with sighs, huffing, puffing and someone squirming in the seat next to you, making you feel uncomfortable and knowing that they don't want you to be there. But shopping, can you go into 99.9% of the high street and shop, try on and take an outfit away that very same day? I don't shop on the high street and not actually being able to go and enjoy the experience of shopping. Grabbing something to eat, just think, can you pop into a bakery, pick up a donut and sit there and then enjoy it and not feel that you've been met with stares or comments? Because even though I'm confident, I cannot do that. I've had comments or being like stared at. It's just really uncomfortable. You just can't enjoy the moment. Going to the doctors. Are you able to go and be seen and diagnose what is actually wrong with you? Or is the appointment turned into a weigh-in session and how you can improve your diet and lose weight and you're walking away with no prescription or no answers to what is actually wrong with you? And to be honest, I actually avoid going to the doctors now just because I don't feel like I'm taken seriously. And let me stop you right there if you say that healthier and thinner people deserve this privilege, because this whole thing actually has nothing to do with anybody's health. Just because someone's smaller, just in the same way as someone's bigger, there's no way that you could diagnose someone's health just by looking at them. You wouldn't go up to a thin person or comment on pictures listing off all the health problems that they may or may not have. Yet again, another privilege. So I can put a picture up on Instagram and I'm listed with everything that's wrong with me. Of course, none of it is true because nothing's wrong with me. Before you roll your eyes at the idea of thin privilege, try putting yourself in someone else's shoes and just looking at it from their point of view, how it could affect them or how it could make them feel. I'm not having to go at thin people at all, but just simply acknowledging there is the privilege that society has unfortunately put on people who are thinner. Just to combat it, just acknowledge it, be accepting of anybody of any size, and don't fall into what society and the media are trying to tell us that's right or wrong. There are bigger people in the world, there are smaller people in the world, celebrating everybody's differences, everybody being kind to one another regardless of your size.
Okay guys, so I know this is in terrible lighting, and I when I have this moment inside of me and I feel like I need to talk to you about something, I have to hop on it. I have to tell you right now something that I want to talk to you about, especially since I watched the show Shrill and I'm just feeling super passionate about it right now, because this is something I think about all the time as a fat person, and I'm sure you think about it too if you are also fat. I'm over the word fat, by the way. I've said it a million times, like I just don't give a fuck anymore. Fat. There's skinny, there's fat. Who cares? We just have to remove the negative stigma attached to the word fat and all those stupid adjectives that go with it, like lazy, slob, doesn't care, doesn't exercise, lethargic, like all this shit. Fat and those adjectives, correlation, bye. It's just an adjective. Fat is just an adjective. Woo! All right. So I'm out to dinner with my mom right now, and we have a super nice waitress. She's so nice. Like, anyway, I asked her if she can put some maraschino cherries into my Diet Coke because I'm having a rough day. And she's so sweet. She brings me a bunch of cherries and she's like, who do I have to beat up? So I start talking to her about a boy problem, and she and I are like ranting, having a great time, talking about like how annoying dating is and just how annoying men are, blah blah blah. We're having like a great rant, and like it feels good to just like connect with a stranger, because she was so nice, and we're just like vibing, and my mom and me and her are just cracking up, talking shit about guys, right? So then at the end she goes, you know what, you're such a pretty girl, like you can get whoever you want. And then and I'm like, thank you. And she goes, and you know what, you should go to a foreign country because they love heavy-set girls because they can afford food. Girl. Because if I was a thin person, obviously you would have never said that, and it wouldn't have been a thing. There's so many moments like where people just don't understand that saying those things is upsetting. I don't get upset with it anymore, quite frankly, because it's happened to me enough in my life where I let it roll right off my shoulder, because I know some people don't know any better and they're ignorant, and that's why I like to make these videos, because I like to share what I'm feeling, and hopefully it will give insight into how you can be a little bit more well-versed when speaking to someone of a bigger size. And I'm like, okay, first of all, you just told me I was pretty and I could get anyone, but it seems to me you think I can only get someone if I go to another country. She'd be like, and also that's like insulting to other countries. Like, really? To people in other countries? It's just, the whole thing was just like not cool. I was like, okay, like, and then you never know how to react, because you don't want to seem like a sensitive fat girl, but like it's also like, why did you have to ruin it? Like, don't ruin awesome moments by bringing my weight into it. This had nothing, we were not talking about that. It's the same shit as when my dermatologist brought up my weight. It's the same shit as when my personal trainer made a joke about a girl she didn't like and called her ugly and fat, and I got upset and I don't go to her anymore, because you know what? I can't with people ruining good things. I just can't. I don't like it. I don't like it. Unless you are my doctor and we are talking about my weight, I don't need to fucking hear what you think about my weight or any comments about it. It is not your business. It's just another physical feature, okay? Oh my Lanta. I know the world's getting better, and shows like Shrill are helping, and hopefully making a video like this will help, but think before you speak. You know? I hope this didn't sound too ranty, but there's just been so many moments lately, especially in my life, because I feel like it comes in waves for me, like with those kinds of comments, just like in Shrill when she goes and sees like the personal or workout class or whatever, and the trainer grabs her wrist and she's like, you have small wrists, like there's a small person inside of you just trying to get out. Like, no one asked you, boy. It's my body. Don't know why I said boy. You gotta watch that show if you haven't. Please sign up for a free Hulu trial. This is not sponsored by Hulu or Shrill, but that show touched me. I cried many times during it. It is important, and I feel like I've been heard, and I needed to get this off my chest. I'm so sorry if it came off too aggressive.
This is our new location. Today is the opening. This is a plus-size friendly salon. All women deserve to be beautiful and pampered, and they're worth it. So I just want to get that message across to them.
2 years ago, Jamie Lopez owned a thriving salon for big, beautiful women.
As women, we should be able to get beautiful anywhere. What makes my salon different is that this is a plus-size friendly salon.
Today, Jamie is launching a fabulous new salon next to the Las Vegas Strip. To celebrate the launch, Jamie is offering her clients glamorous makeovers, ending with an after party in a top Las Vegas club.
This is our new location. Today is the opening. It's a few hours away. There's still things that need to be done. I'm really excited about it, and it's gonna be an epic event.
First through the door, looking for a makeover, is Annalicia.
Hi, how are you? Hi, how are you?
Welcome. How you doing?
Good.
So you ready for a glam makeover today?
I am. I'm excited.
Good care of you.
I met Jamie a couple of years ago, and I saw this advertisement for the first plus size salon, and I was like, no way. There's actually a community out here that deals with just big women, that wants big women.
People don't like fat people. People treat fat people horribly. So if you have a place that praises fat people, or, you know, just kind of gives people a safe place, they want to attack it. They want to like make us feel like we're unwelcome or we don't belong here. So, oh my God, so much criticism. Why would you open a salon for big girls? Why wouldn't you just lose weight? And it makes me cry. So does that mean I have to stop getting my nails done because I'm fat? No. I'm gonna create a safe place and I'm gonna give people what they need.
Are you single at the moment?
I am.
What are you expecting from the vibes tonight at the club?
I'm just expecting to have fun. Like fun, happiness, no drama. Holy crap. Wow. Oh my God. I love my eyebrows. You nailed it.
I told you.
Trying not to cry.
Having a good night?
Having a great night. It's Las Vegas, you know, and it's Friday night. It's not about the size, it's about the size of the heart. So, you know, like bigger women, you can find some good women that are big, especially, you know, in Vegas.
So my night has been fun. It's hot, of course. My feet hurt, but it's really energetic. I feel more confident. I feel like I am more beautiful and more glammed and confident, and my self-esteem is a little higher. Jamie is amazing and the people in there are amazing. I need to get back in there and hopefully a guy can buy me a drink and I can find some guys. Bye guys!
Being overweight is so... It's interesting because I feel like people can just... They think they can say anything to you about it all the time. Like you don't know. Like you don't know you're overweight. Like, oh, I have no idea. I had no freaking idea. So, I don't know. It builds up after a while. So I just this morning went to a dermatologist appointment. You know, a dermatologist, they're doctors for your skin. And we had a great appointment. I really liked her. She was a new dermatologist. And at the end, she was telling me, she was asking me if I could talk about something to my primary care doctor. And she was like, yeah, like go ask her about that. Because it's a new primary care doctor that I'm going to be going to. And she was like, yeah, go talk to your primary care doctor about this. And she'll also be able to help you with your weight. And I'm just like... You really had to add that on? Like, we had a great appointment, we found a remedy, and then at the end you just had to go and ruin it and say, and she can help you with your weight. And I know what a lot of you are probably thinking. You're overreacting. I'm not overreacting. Because you know what? It never gets old how people can just think they can always just say something about your weight. Always. Like, I have no idea. Like, it's not something I'm working on. Like, it's not something that I'm aware of. It's just such a weird thing to me. I just don't get it. Like, and I just felt so overwhelmed because I guess it's one thing because I hear it constantly, you know, not just on the internet, but it's something that I've dealt with, like, for my entire life. You know, like, I've always been bigger. I'm extremely aware of my body. I'm aware of my weight. I'm aware of, like, my health. Trust me, I'm aware of my health. Like, believe it or not, I actually have pretty good health for my weight. Because that's a whole nother conversation and a whole other misconception. But it never gets old. Like, it's crazy that people think they can always just, like, why? Like, you really think I don't know, I don't get it. Like, it's not like you don't hear that stuff all the time. Like, my mom and I were talking about this, and we were talking, like, because on the other opposite end of the spectrum, perhaps if someone was in there, like, having a new appointment like me, but they appeared to be anorexic or appeared to be struggling with a different type of eating disorder. I'm in my car, oh my gosh, I'm at the post office. and they were like very, very, very thin, would she at the end have said, and that doctor can help you with your weight? I just don't think so. I just don't think so. I think it's the fat thing. And I'm okay with reclaiming the word fat. Whatever. I'm fat. Skinny, fat, whatever. They're adjectives.